Owen, tell me something.
Truman, I couldn't believe this at first, but when people told me that the refs changed the outcome of the game in between the Chiefs and the Bengals, I had to go back and look. And sure enough, you see it. Right when McPherson is taking that point after attempt, the refs off to the side set up this giant fan, and that's why he missed it wide left.
Tom, that's true. Incoherent rambling. Ooh, welcome everybody back to another episode of Dahm. That's true. Of course, I'm your host of the Most Truman Steam Machine Steen. As always, I'm joined by the bomb.
Bang!
Owen Dahm. Welcome everybody in. We're recapping week number 2 in the NFL. We're watching Monday Night Football and recapping, breaking down another Chiefs W.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. On TikTok and Twitter and Instagram Threads today,
Ooh,
the amount of times
are you on Threads?
Only for sports arguments.
Very interesting.
But the amount of times I've been commenting on people's things, yeah, man, dude, I totally remember when the refs set up that giant fan to make Evan McPherson miss that point after attempt. You would not believe how many times I've commented that.
You make that, the Chiefs are kicking a field goal to tie it at 26. By the way, I guessed 26-17 on the Chiefs score, which means that I got 26 correct.
Wow.
Bitches.
Congrats.
Bitches.
In my defense, we would have won by 10 plus, like I said they were going to, if Patrick Mahomes doesn't throw 2 of the worst interceptions I've ever seen him throw.
Yeah,
except the second one, Cam Taylor-Britt made probably interception of the year.
Yeah, but the interception that got called back right before that was pretty bad.
Yeah, Cam Taylor-Britt made an incredible play. That dude got cooked for a touchdown and immediately followed that up with I need to be able to talk my shit.
You've ever seen in your life. Yeah. Okay, so we've got a couple things that we're going to talk about today. We're going to do a Chiefs versus Bengals recap. We are going to ask the question if any team is actually good this year. We're going to ask who the Chiefs should bring in to replace Isaiah Pacheco.
I think we're on the same page for that.
Fractured fibula.
Out for 6 to 8.
6 to 8 weeks. I had heard 12 earlier today, but 6 to 8 a little bit better.
Yeah, whatever. We'll be fine.
We're going to break down the upcoming Chiefs versus Falcons game on Sunday Night Football next week.
It's Sunday Night Football?
Yes.
Oh, I will be Chiefs by 20.
In the air during that game. Very fun.
Uh-oh. You'll be uptown with people?
Up in the air with one family member who knows ball.
Oh, you're going with your dad?
No, I'm going with Anthony.
Oh, he does know ball.
He kind of knows ball, but he's a Chicago Bears fan. So how much ball could he know?
He's
also
not exactly.
Chicago White
he's
Sox
not
fan.
Exactly your family member either. He's
no, not yet.
Adjacently your family member.
We're gonna do a score prediction for that game. We're also gonna go over the hot takes that you guys submitted there on Twitter. I don't think anybody submitted any on Snapchat, but I put it on my Snapchat. I put my tweet on Snapchat, so take that for what you will. We're going to do NFC South Team of the Week. We're going to do the closest Scorigami of the week. Owen, was there a Scorigami this week?
Yes.
Yes, there was. I'll quiz you if you know who it actually was. We're going to do the Dahm That's Not True pick of the week. I bet I know what tree you're going to bark right back up, even though they proved that it's correct anyways.
What do you mean?
We're also going to, well, then it's a different tree that you're barking up. We're also going to do we're going to review Owen's 5-team parlay of the week. And I would like to formally apologize as we all were just really fucking busy and totally forgot to do Steen versus Machine versus Owen picks this year.
All 3 of us were busy, actually.
You know what really sucks is that my top 5 picks, because my spreadsheet is going. I've already got it rolling. My top 5 picks this week went 4-1 and profited 4.1 units because I hit a couple money lines. I hit the Bucks money line.
Honestly,
and the
you should probably just talk about those anyway.
Yeah, well, I can't do them now because I don't get to update the sheet until Wednesday after all the stats have gone in.
All right.
So
all right.
And then we'll do a wrap-up. We're doing a top five most attractive quarterbacks in the league. This was brought up by the girls. So we were watching the game yesterday.
Yep, I've already got a head start.
We could do this. We could talk about the top 5 most attractive quarterbacks. And then pop culture minute if Owen's got anything to say. If I've got it.
Oh, I actually do have something to say. I have 2 things to say for my pop culture minute.
Write it down.
So I've already written it down.
Half the time you forget. All right.
I've already written it. I took this note at work because I was thinking about it.
All right.
So for those of you who claim I don't do research for the show,
That's me. I'm
no one's ever claimed that.
Found him.
So, yeah. Anyway.
All right, let's get into the Chiefs versus Bengals recap. And the Chiefs defeat the Bengals 26-25. No controversy.
Nope, none at all.
of course, a defensive pass interference puts the Chiefs into field goal position to kick a 51-yard game-winning field goal as a walk-off from Harrison Butker.
Real quick, I want to talk about that specific thing.
Okay.
Truman, when did we get to a point where we think, like, if your team gets into 51 yards, that's, like, field goal range? Because remember way back in, like, not that far long ago, in, like, 2014, when Sebastian Janikowski was nailing, like, 49-yarders, everyone was like, holy shit.
They weren't holy shitting his 49-yarders, but they were...
But NFL kickers were hitting...
55-yarders, you were like, God damn.
Yeah, like 49, 50-yarders, though. NFL kickers were hitting those at, like, 50%.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, a 50 to 55-yarder is, like, 70%.
Oh, I know.
Which is crazy.
Trust me, I get it.
But yeah, you set up Harrison Butker for a 51-yarder. I think you and me looking at each other, I don't think we were that nervous.
I wasn't that nervous.
I was a little nervous because of, like, if he misses it, we don't win or, like, go to overtime or anything.
Yeah,
but, like,
sage advice.
But, like,
great analysis.
I tell you I was probably 85% that he was going to make it.
We talked about it. So what I really hate about that, whenever teams do that, it was the same thing. If you go look this up, Oklahoma State's overtime game against Arkansas, where Arkansas turned the ball over or missed their field goal, or I think they turned the ball over on downs. And Oklahoma State, all they had to do was kick a field goal, and they basically just got very conservative because they're like, we're at the 25, we're in field goal range. And a 40-plus yard field goal in college is just not a given. And so I was mad that they did it, and then Oklahoma State, of course, missed the field goal, and I was like, you fucking deserve that.
Right.
I feel the same. I don't feel exactly the same about the NFL. Like Harrison Butker, I was like, I do feel confident that Harrison Butker will nail a 50-yard field goal.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see the Chiefs the Chiefs are basically like, run the ball to the center of the field, run the ball to the center of the field, run the ball to the center of the field. That way, make sure we're lined up for Harrison and we run out the clock and all this stuff, and maybe we can gain a yard or two. I would like to see them throw one ball, I would like to see anything at all just to try to get 5 more yards, 10 more yards. Make this a 40-yard field goal. Make this a 35-yard field goal.
The play to Kelsey where, the play to Kelsey where Wanya Morris ended up doing a hands to the face. Right. Where was that play?
That was what?
No, like not during the game, but like that plays in the locker. Why don't we just run that and then Harrison can get like a 35-yarder?
Right, a bubble screen here or there, a slant from Rashee Rice, slant boy. We all know him. It's it's
find Juju in the flat, like
right. Yeah, it's just not my favorite thing that they do. And I get you don't want to get sacked and get out of field goal range, but
the Chiefs did entirely do the graphic though. Oh, boy, I can't wait to watch my favorite team play. I'm going to end myself.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, we won.
That's cultural appropriation, you know that. As a Chiefs fan, you know it's not fair. Every other NFL fan base has pointed out that it's not fair for Chiefs fan to use that graphic.
It's totally fair. It happens every week.
No, but we're not going to end it all because we have won 2 Super Bowls in a row.
Maybe you're not.
We suffer not. Yeah. I'm dramatic. That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, it was a super exciting game. It shouldn't have been as exciting. Chiefs defense played great. Jamar Chase got absolutely clamped.
Yep.
Trent McDuffie, once again, proving that he is a top 5 corner in the league. Mm-hmm. You can try to say that he doesn't get picks, but that's because no one throws his way because he doesn't allow you to get yards.
Right. Mahomes, 151, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Not my top 5 Mahomes.
No, not a great Mahomes performance, but
bailing out of a lot of clean pockets. The Bengals flummox. They know how to flummox Mahomes. Flummox Mahomes.
Yeah, you got it.
They know how to get. I mean, Mahomes is hitting on a 3-step drop, hitting his 3rd step, and immediately trying to bail out.
Yeah, Wanye and Suamatia. Obviously, Suamatia, for the most part, did not have a good day at all.
They didn't have a tough enough day for Mahomes to start just bailing on everything.
They helped remind the league that Trey Hendrickson is good. And he is, but there was a reason why Suamatia got subbed out because he was kind of a turnstile, unfortunately. He is a rookie. He's got time to learn. No one's going to freak out about him.
I was talking about Trey. I think Trey Hendrickson, to be honest with you, I have no idea what he looks like. If you lined up a bunch of Bengals players, I could not tell you what Trey Hendrickson's face looks like.
He's a white guy. Yeah.
I know he's a white guy, but I don't know what his face looks like. I have what's the other guy? Is it Hubbard or is it something like that?
Yeah.
on the other side. I could maybe
Sam,
pick
right?
Sam Hubbard. I can maybe pick his face out before I can pick Trey Hendrickson's. That's the weirdest thing in the world.
I'll tell you, the only people's faces that I can pick out in the NFL are Orlando Brown Jr., the quarterbacks of essentially every team, and a couple running backs like Derrick Henry and maybe Sauce Gardner because he's always taking his helmet off.
Sure. I also think that his skill set lined up well to go against Suamatia. I think Suamatia is more set up for being quick on his feet, the faster edges, the trickier guys. But because he's able to get deep in there, that he was susceptible to power moves like Trey Hendrickson.
Well, yeah, I think
which Donovan Smith was not susceptible to, but he was susceptible to the speed rush.
Yeah, I think that Suamatia needs to go to the school of Leo Chenal for the second year weights training. Which Chenal, holy shit, he's fucking huge now.
He's beefy.
Yeah, and which is why they had him in on some offensive plays. But yeah, I mean, super exciting Chiefs game. Wouldn't have been close if the Chiefs wouldn't have fumbled and thrown 2 picks. But yeah, I mean, overall, fun game for the Chiefs. What are you doing with that?
It's a timer.
It's really fucking loud, man.
I know it's very loud. That's why I was like, man, never mind. I thought it had like a stopwatch feature. It is not. So, but that's why I was muting it so that people couldn't hear myself. Sorry.
I see.
Okay.
But yeah, by the way, let's just discuss this real quick. Not obvious PI. Let's not be silly.
Let's talk into the penalties.
Let's not be silly.
I do have a couple things I wanted to bring up. So obviously the defensive penalty, the DPI.
Yeah.
Obvious. Listen, I don't think that is.
It's not a borderline call.
Yeah.
Don't let people who hate the Chiefs cloud your vision. That's not a borderline call. People are like, oh, it's always the Chiefs that get this call. This is a 50-50 call. Like, if this is on another team, they probably don't get it. Everybody, I said this in a tweet. I know you have my noties on. I don't know if you saw this one.
I saw
Someone asked, how many teams get this call? And I said 299. All 32 NFL teams and all 272 D1 college football teams get this PI call.
Yeah, that's so there's a lot of people that will post the defender has a right to go for the ball.
Yeah,
the defender does not have the right to go through the player for the ball. And that's where this comes into. You can say, well, Rashee Rice drifted back into him. He was not going for the ball here where he would have caught it. He was going through the ball through
the back
Rashee
of
Rice
his head.
where he could have. Sure, if Rashee Rice wouldn't have jumped for the ball, sure, maybe he would have gone right at the ball, but that's not where you have to get it here. You cannot go through that.
Yeah,
way.
I sent you that Twitter thread of the guy that I was arguing with.
Right.
He was like, there's no way Rashee was going to catch that ball. I'm like, Rashee is perfectly high pointing that ball with no contact.
Right.
And that's just a catch.
And quite simply, the fact that it hit him in the head is and people say, oh, well, Rashee Rice blocked his vision. I saw that guy said that also. He's like, Rashee Rice blocked his vision. That's why he didn't catch that ball. Dude, do you think that NFL players don't know how to guess where a football is going? If even with somebody blocking your vision, you would have been able to get very close to where that ball was going to go with your hands. It would have at least hit your hands. He had his hands like here, not even able to try to even catch the ball. Slammed into him, and it hit him in the head. He could have caught the ball. That's how I know he wasn't going for the ball. It's because he could have caught it still, even if bumping into it.
Right. Yeah, and I was thinking about that rule because everyone's posting the defender has a right to the ball. Defender has a right to the ball is in situations like the Malcolm Butler Super Bowl interception.
Right.
Where Malcolm Butler's clearly going for that ball for the interception.
Yeah.
Bumps the wide receiver out of the way to get to the ball, but is clearly eyes straight forward, locked on the ball, is going for a catch, and he makes contact.
Yes.
That is not I'm going to punch Rashee Rice in the back of the head,
right,
which he did with his left hand. Like, holy shit, what are we talking about?
Right. I would also, I would like to point out something. And for any argument you're ever getting in for, especially pass interference or, the Chiefs get all the calls from here on out, if anybody ever says, well, you could tell it was rigged from the refs because they waited for the ball to land incomplete until they threw the flag, That is the stupidest argument I've ever heard, because you have to understand, they have to get the flag out from their belt. They're not holding the flag in their hand, waiting it, because if they were holding the flag in their hand, waiting for the ball to drop, waiting for the defensive pass interference to happen, and then they threw the ball, threw the flag immediately because they had it in their hand. You say, well, they were waiting for that flag to happen. No, the flag is in their belt. They see the foul happen, and in the time, the 1.5 seconds it takes for the ball to land on the ground after it hits somebody's hands, they're fishing it out of their belt and throwing it that way.
That's also why you saw like 4 flags come in at the same time, because it was such an obvious penalty that the umpire, the line judge, and the back judge all threw their fucking flag.
I know, it's the most frustrating thing in the world when people say, oh, well, obviously he waited. If it would have been complete, he wouldn't have thrown the flag. That's not true. That's simply not true.
And I'd also like to clarify that all of our friends who are ball knowledgeable all agree that it was pass interference, including our Bengals fans' friends who watch every game.
I also think
I was going to say, most sane Bengals fan take, it was pass interference.
Yes. I think the only argument that I've heard people make, which I always think is the dumbest argument in the world, is...
Oh, you don't throw that there.
You can't throw that there. You can't... If your argument is that it's a penalty, but you can't throw it there, then you're also the dumbest human being alive. I don't know how to tell you this.
Fucking my biggest gripe, right? That call, valid. I'll give it to you. However, 79 yards in penalties against the Bengals, only 40 against the Chiefs. The penalties add up. I still think the game was decided by the refs, but not necessarily on that call.
Sure, but when you have to remember that 15 of those yards are on Jamar Chase losing his mind over nothing.
That's not over nothing. The tackle was pretty fucking crazy.
Also, that DP,
but it's not a foul.
That's not a foul. That's a legal tackle. That's the thing. It's one of those where it looks very awkward, but he has him by the shoulder pads and he's awkwardly tackling him to the ground. It's because it wasn't a hip drop, it wasn't a face mask, it wasn't a horse collar. It's just him having it and then them awkwardly getting to the ground, and it took a while. It's not anything, and also, I will say, you say that it's, Bengals, would you have 85 yards and Chiefs 40?
It was 79 to 44.
79 to 44.
I looked it up before I came over here.
I think that Rashee Rice DPI at the end there is 30 yards also. Because it's a spot foul. So it was, I believe it was 25 or 30 yards. So there's your difference. Also, and plus with the Jamar Chase 15 yards, that's the difference, I would say.
I will say I did have the game spoiled for me in the group chat. I was watching it on delay because I was over at my aunt's house, and she waited for us to start the game. Sure. So I knew by like second quarter that the Chiefs won. Oh. So I was acting like a little bitch the whole time because I knew the Bengals were up the whole game. So every time the Bengals, I'm like, yes, sir. And I let them know I know who won. So I made their lives miserable for 2 hours.
You know what? That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
You already know you lose, and you're just talking shit anyway. That's funny.
Yeah. And so then, but fucking also like knowing that, it's like, fucking God, it sucks, dude. It sucks. Fucking, it's like, oh, Chiefs throw incomplete on 4th and 16 with 30 seconds left. Yeah, I bet they win this game. It's like, bro, fuck off. I hate you guys.
Yeah.
Shit's ass.
I mean, I think my main thing about people saying, oh, it's rigged for the Chiefs is that the literal play before they called back a 30-yard gain.
That's what I tell you. The scriptwriters were cooking, dude. Got to make it believable.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, and once again, Truman and I are going to say the same thing we always say about holding. Listen, man.
You can't screenshot it.
We're fucking Tamba Hali fans, okay? The defensive end is going to throw their arms up in the air and claim it's holding. Also, once again, holding is legal for under a second.
Yeah, there's a couple screenshots of that last play where they go, oh, he's holding there. One, never screenshot a holding call.
Yeah.
There is plenty of things on an NFL football field that look like holding, but if you take a picture of it, sure. Yeah. But also, the move is that guy is here, and he's trying to turn to go, and he moves his arm here, and the Chiefs' hands are still right here. That can look like a hold, but he keeps his feet moving. You can tell because the Bengals defensive end isn't putting his hands up. Listen, defenders know when they get held, and they'll try to get that call. They'll put their hands up more times than they get called for holding, but almost every hold they put their hands up like that.
Yeah.
He didn't try. He knew that wasn't a foul.
I needed that tush push just now, by the way. I bet on a Jalen Hurts tush push. So
was that a tush push touchdown? They call him short?
No, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, but they called Saquon. They called it a touchdown, and they just recalled it short then.
That's good.
Whoop. Real quick, I do want to talk. So there's also discourse. Mahomes had a Mahomes had an
interception called back.
interception called back, and so sorry. There's my fantasy score.
I fucking goddamn it. I'm world's worst Bengals fan over here. Fucking someone was talking about like how Patrick Mahomes has like the most called back interceptions of anyone.
So that's what we're bringing back.
Yes. A lot of that is
don't get ahead of me. Don't get ahead of me.
Vincent knows too much ball. I'm too powerful now.
Don't get ahead of me. I want to bring up the things. I'm trying to get visual stuff involved in here. Okay, sorry, real quick. So
she Olave my chub.
She Olave my chub, yeah. So there was this tweet by one of the accounts that I absolutely hate from JPA football,
You gotta
MLA
scroll
football.
so we can see the tweet.
All of those football. I will scroll. So this is a stat no hashtag Chiefs fan wants to talk about. This is a tweet by Sneaky Joe, which definitely is a Bengals fan. And he tweeted out, it says, Patrick Mahomes just threw his 17th interception that was called back due to defensive penalty. Most in the NFL since 2018. And one, also, real quick, this is very funny. This is my dad's friend's tweet right at the beginning because I follow him. He said, because it's made up, ? Also true. Very true. Absolutely made up stat that nobody should give a shit about. But our friend, Adam Tritt, happened to actually break this down himself, which I think is where you're going. You didn't see the numbers from Tritt, I imagine, but you saw these numbers that you're.
Wait, Tritt broke it down?
Well, I don't know numbers. I just know how stuff works.
Tritt, yes. So, and as a Chiefs fan, as you know, you hear that and you go, "Oh my God!" So many of those have been called back. Aaron Rodgers, for the record, in that first game of the year that they played, had a offsides touchdown, and that's what a lot of these are guys jumping offsides and Mahomes taking the free play.
Yeah.
There, of the 17 penalties or interceptions that have been called back by Patrick Mahomes because of penalty, 9 of them are offsides. That's over half of them.
Yeah.
4 of them are PIs. Sure, whatever. That's,
Okay. Yeah. Wide receiver gets bullied off the ball.
Right.
Picked. Okay.
2 are illegal contact. That could certainly be him getting knocked down, or it could be there was illegal contact on the one that Mahomes threw, and I will say that was a soft illegal contact.
In this game?
On Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
That one was soft. I'm willing to admit when they are soft. One was roughing the passer, which I do think it's dumb when interceptions get called back for roughing the passer. And one was defensive holding. I think also defensive holding is certainly one of those that can certainly impact why it was a.
Holding is one of those ones that's like it's either PI or holding, so they don't think it's bad enough to call it PI, so it's holding.
What I would say is the 9 offsides definitely I don't give a shit. I would say the one roughing is bullshit. I would say at least one of the illegal contacts was bullshit. I would say there's maybe 4 or 5 Patrick Mahomes interceptions that probably shouldn't have been called back that have been called back.
I would just like to remind the class that 17 over 6 years means less than 2 a season, or 2 per season.
Almost 3 per season.
And
really,
almost 3 per season.
Technically, he's really at 16 going into this year, so just over 3 per season.
Well, then you have to add the postseason where the games.
I don't know if they're counting the postseason.
So that's like almost 7 seasons because Patrick Mahomes has been in the postseason and Super Bowl enough to have played almost an entire season. Right. Yeah, none of you other poverty franchises can say that. But yeah, so basically over 7 seasons, he's got just over 2 per season.
Yeah. So
man, super impactful for the whole year. So 17.
Yeah, but like as mentioned, Pat sees it's a fucking dead play. He's like, bet, we're going to go fucking ball out, see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
And if he throws an interception, yeah. So I'm with you guys on that one. I think that's a weird stat to be upset about.
Yes. I offsides is the number one of I don't trust your opinion if you're counting the offsides.
Yeah, they do this. They do the soft count.
It's why I don't like these fucking accounts like JPA or MLA or all that bullshit is because they post this shit so that everybody responds. If you look at the stats on this, I'm sure it's fucking. Yeah, it's 1K replies, 8.5 retweets, which I'm sure are like
3.8 million views.
Yeah, 3.3 bookmarks, 3.8 million views. It's all people just to come in and say, "Oh, it doesn't blah blah." Oh.
Lamau, he's a turnover machine, but the NFL refs hide his turnovers. Every time.
It helps. It helps
Holy
people.
shit,
It helps people
dude.
do this
2
narrative.
per season.
See, and this is he makes a flag and he makes an aggressive throw. That's absolutely what he should be doing. The LeBron James in the NFL league really wants someone to top Tom Brady, same way NBA wanted a second Michael Jordan. Anything to help these players get there. NBA sucks now more. This is a double dumb one because not only is the LeBron calling somebody the LeBron James of the NFL fine because the NFL wants them to be a rival to Michael Jordan. Sure, that's fine. But to say that LeBron James gets all the calls, brother, you do not watch LeBron James enough if you think LeBron James gets all the calls. Prize Picks is in here saying referees as homeboys. Jesus Christ. Cincy, I can't, dude.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with a KU fan.
Once it gets to NFL Sunday, you start to agree with a lot more of those KU fans. There you go. It's just,
dude. I saw one
Dirk
about the
Turner is
script.
there.
Do you see the people talking about how it's rigged in the script? I saw one on, like I said, when I was arguing sports on Threads today. There was someone that said something so stupid. Everyone was like, "Yeah, do you watch the games?" And literally, this person very clearly didn't. She's like, "Yeah, Taylor Swift is ruining the NFL for me. I can't watch it anymore."
Oh my god!
And everyone's like, "Are you watching the games?" They showed her for a total of 6 seconds.
Yes.
I was like,
Also, the
they
fact
showed
that we count the amount of seconds Taylor Swift is on screen every game now is crazy.
I thought about tweeting it just for engagement.
It's like,
but I'm not sponsored. I'm not verified. It doesn't make sense.
They were talking about it on the drive. They show that kid in the Chiefs suit vest
more
than Taylor Swift.
Yes, absolutely.
That dude, that Chiefs fan who's in that Chiefs suit, dude, he is always on screen.
Man, yeah, they really show him a lot.
All right. Bengals bite.
Was that it?
Oh no,
Go
I haven't even begun to peek.
All right, real quick.
One, I went into this game fucking doom and gloom. I was like, we're gonna get our fucking dicks kicked off, losing to Tampa week 1.
Yep.
Not where you want to be. I am so happy that we looked like a real football team against the best football team in the league.
Listen, both these teams bring the best out of each other.
For
the
sure.
Bengals woke the Chiefs up last season and willed them to a Super Bowl championship because Jamar Chase had to say some shit in the locker room. And now the Chiefs woke up the Bengals, and now Joe Burrow's playing like himself.
Yeah, I was like, if we continue to play like how we played last Sunday, I think we're going to be fine. We've been 0-2 the last 3 seasons in a row. We've been fine.
Like a true rivalry, it should bring out the best in both of you.
Yeah. So
I'm just glad there's finally a team that because even though I hate the Broncos, it hasn't felt like the Broncos have had that hatred.
No.
When you play the Bengals, man, they don't like us.
Ooh, I hate the Bengals.
They don't like us. We don't like them. Obviously,
we've also got some pretty good Bengals friends where they are very reasonable outside of Vincent, obviously. But,
yeah, the most unreasonable Bengals fan over
I
here.
hate Vincent, dude. Oh my god. But our Bengals friends that we're friends with from Cincinnati and from West Virginia they're both very cordial. They're
just ball knowledgeable.
That was a flag. I don't want to tell you.
Listen, all it requires for you to be a cordial fan is just to be ball knowledgeable. I've never met someone online that didn't know ball. That did know ball, where I'm like, I fucking hate this guy. Like,
right.
People who know ball just make better takes. I'll say it.
Right. Gotta have a level head. Even after all this, I did think the Chiefs were a lot better than the Bengals. 1, the Chiefs played like dog shit, and 2, it was a 1-possession game like always. We got lured into thinking it wouldn't be a 1-possession game, and then it wasn't. So.
Vegas set that line at -6 just to trap everybody. By the way, speaking of Vegas, real quick. They made a killing off of this weekend, apparently.
Oh yeah, huge. A lot of upsets.
A lot of the favorites lost.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Well, again, speaking of favorites losing, something I want to talk about. I don't know if this is in the Dahm That True script. Why in the fuck is Derek Carr the best quarterback in the NFL right now?
He's got the most touchdowns.
That was going to be my hot take I wanted to submit anonymously. Fucking boy, he's averaging 40 points a game. Whose man is this?
Clint Kubiak is a great offensive mind, I will say.
Someone needs to stop Derek Carr. Words I thought I'd never say in my life.
He's woken up Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara had like a 60-yard touchdown and like another 30-yard touchdown.
He had another 4 touchdown game.
Yeah, he had 44 points on fantasy.
Yeah. Fucking God, because fucking someone in the group chat, they were like,
shit.
"Bro, the Saints beat the shit out of the Cowboys like they owed them money."
God damn,
shit was gross.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, sucks that Pacheco got injured, but we'll get into that later in the show.
Yeah, fucking, we got Higgins and Chase injured now too. So fucking,
The Chiefs need to
Is Higgins
figure out
coming
how
back
to
ever?
defend the tight end.
Higgins will be back. Chase isn't injured. He's just a bitch.
The Chiefs need to figure out how to defend the tight end, though. That's been gashing us.
That is a huge issue for sure. But yeah.
All right, I think it's everything I have to rant about. Oh, and I'll say someone in the YouTube comments was like, "Hey Vincent, let me see them toes." And to you, I say
That was not on this show. I will say
it was not on this.
that was
one?
on Grub Buds.
Oh, well, never mind. Because I was gonna say check the Patreon.
No toes for you.
Check the
if you want to see
Patreon.
Vincent's toes, comment on YouTube. We'll show you yours toes.
No, I was check the Patreon. Fucking, I will upload feet pics to the Patreon. I guess. If this is the content people want.
Oh my god! All right.
I'm not above it.
Thank
Later,
you,
guys.
Vincent. Thanks
See
for
you guys
coming on
next
as
week.
always. All
Yes,
right. Next question I have for you, Owen, related to the Chiefs, I would say, kind of an NFL-wide question. I wanted to ask you if any team is actually good this year.
Yes. I would like to tell you that the Kansas City Chiefs are good this year.
It's
Truman, we just played probably the worst game we've seen us play in a long time, and we beat the Bengals still.
well because I know that the Baltimore Ravens game was the best game that we're going to play all year. That's what I've heard.
They lost to the Raiders,
And
bro.
the Ravens already played their worst game, so they're not going to play any worse than what they played that first week for sure. But I will say, I think they're. I mean, if you look
The
at
Saints look kind of good, bro.
I'm not going. Listen, let's wait till we get to the Dahm. That's not true pick of the week, but I don't think. I mean, listen, the Texans failed to put away the Bears. The Bears were in that game until the end. The
Bears,
Steelers
huh?
aren't good, and they're 2-0. Listen, we know that. Listen,
Hey.
as much as God damn it, the Royals lose 7-6.
Are you shitting me?
Yes, they did.
I have to wait another day for my bet to cash.
Yep.
Bobby Witt Jr. hits a home run and we lose.
A
Could we,
grand slam.
dude?
I
That's
know,
so
sorry.
bad. Like we could miss the playoffs because of losing to Detroit.
All right, calm down. Don't doom and gloom. We're 4 games up on Detroit. We'll be all right.
The Twins did lose though, so
That is good. Well, but you kind of wish the Guardians. Actually, we're not winning the division. We do need to focus on just winning the wild card.
Which
I would say so. The Texans struggle away. The Saints look good, but we know that they're probably frauds, right?
the Texans.
The Saints.
Oh yes, probably.
The Texans are probably good, but they struggle to put away the Bears. The Ravens and the Bengals, both teams that we thought would challenge the Chiefs, are 0-2.
True.
Maybe the best looking team so far has been Buffalo. They beat the Dolphins, who are a solid team. They beat the Cardinals, who won this week against the Rams.
The Cardinals won this week.
Yeah.
Looked pretty good doing it.
Oh, I forgot to score. I'll have to whenever you're doing your Owen's 5-team parlay. I'm gonna have to rate our picks real quick so I can give everybody our record.
The Cardinals looked pretty good, didn't they? Marvin Harrison Jr. 2 touchdowns.
I guess. Sure.
My bet is so cashing.
Off the rip. What's funny is he had 2 touchdowns in the first quarter for like 115 yards, and he only finished with 4 receptions and 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. He didn't do anything after that first
Don't
quarter.
care, bro. The Cardinals are definitely cashing my bet of over 7.5. Listen, dude, I'll say it. Kyler Murray,
He is playing well.
well, he played the beta for the most recent COD, said it was dog shit, and he's focusing on football now.
Yeah. I will say the Bills have looked good, but obviously you worry about there's no weapons there to help Josh Allen. But Mahomes had his star receiver leave, and they won a Super Bowl right after that.
Yeah, but Josh Allen has to play Mahomes, so we don't need to worry about
I will say I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks coming up. I won't be on the next Dom That's True or the Dom That's True after that.
that. Oh, you're riding solo?
No. What?
We get solo Yap Sesh from Owen for 2
Solo,
weeks?
or you bring on like Evan or Vincent. For
Yeah,
the whole
but
episode.
if nobody's on, I can talk about Tottenham, bro. There's nothing you can do to stop me.
Dude, they're dog shit. You do not want to talk about Tottenham. They
So
just fucking. Hey, Owen, what color are we painting North London?
Shut your ass up.
That's what I fucking thought. Red, bitch.
That's crazy.
That's what you get.
Fluky win.
But I will say the Chiefs won a Super Bowl like that. But I said by the time, because I'll be out for the next 2 weeks. By the time I'm
Nick
back,
Sirianni's such a clown. He's running down the field with his player.
who was that?
Nick Sirianni and whoever made a defensive
enough.
play.
I'd say by the time that I'm back from Europe, we will know whether or not the Bills are frauds. The Bills play. They've got actually a super, pretty tough schedule coming up. Hold on, real quick. I had it. The Bills are playing next week. Are playing the Jaguars. I guess we won't know if they're frauds by then. But then they'll play the Ravens.
I tried to tell you guys that the Jaguars are bad.
They will play the Ravens, and then they'll play the Texans they'll play these 3 games because I'll be out the next 2 Dahm That's True, and then by the time I'm back on Dahm That's True, they'll have played 3 games. So they'll play the Jags, and then at the Ravens, and then at the Texans. We will know whether or not the Bills are actual contenders by the time I am back on Dahm That's True.
Baller.
So we'll see. That's all I'd say. Oh man, I didn't click to that one, so that's gonna be harder to clip. All right. I also asked. Obviously, Isaiah Pacheco is out 6 to 8 weeks.
You know who I'm going to say.
My question to you is, who should the Chiefs bring in to replace Isaiah Pacheco?
You already know. What am I going to say?
Kareem Hunt.
That's correct.
Kareem Hunt visiting on Tuesday.
Tomorrow.
By the time you're listening or watching this episode, for the visual listeners or the audio viewers, there'll be one Casey sports fan also says the Bills will be 2-3 by the time I'm back on Dahm That's True.
I don't think so.
But by the time you guys are watching this or listening to this, you guys will know whether or not we have probably signed Kareem Hunt to replace Pacheco.
Which I believe we will.
You think so?
Yes. Because, listen, the only other guys we'd consider signing are like Damian Harris, who doesn't know the system, and Jerick McKinnon, who isn't feeling the right role in the system that they're looking to.
No, we don't need Jerick McKinnon
because we have Samaje Perine.
But so, that's my complaint with Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt runs exactly like Carson Steele.
Yes, but we just need non-rookie Carson Steele, which is Kareem Hunt.
Right. I will say that I do think that Kareem Hunt being an absolute professional helps. That running like Carson Steele but being a professional will help. What? Your call. Yeah, do that. Yeah. But yeah.
It's the fact that he already knows the system. Last time he was here, Matt Nagy was the offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. Andy Reid was the head coach. Patrick Mahomes was the quarterback, and Travis Kelce was there.
Right.
I'll tell you right now, I am almost 100% that we're going to sign Kareem Hunt, which I'm excited about. Because then, what does Kareem Hunt excel at? Goal line carries.
Sure. Yeah. I did hear the guys on 610 had a good point where they said that if they sign Kareem Hunt, basically also the belief is that Clyde Edwards-Helaire will be back in like 2 to 3 weeks, hopefully, depending on how he sorts through his mental stuff that's going on, his PTSD and whatnot.
You got some tough stuff.
I hope he gets better.
Get help. Go to therapy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I do want to say that they do think that Clyde Edwards-Helaire will be back. And the guys on 610 pointed out that essentially the thought would be that the Kareem Hunt signing is a lot like the Melvin Gordon signing, where you're like, yeah, maybe he helps us, but he probably just stays on the practice squad.
If we sign Kareem Hunt, he will go to the starting RB1 spot.
No way.
Yes, way.
No way.
Andy Reid doesn't like rookies. Carson Steele fumbled last game. Kareem Hunt will start games if we sign him.
I don't think so.
He will right now. Yes, he will. We will start Kareem
Could he
Hunt.
be the starter? Sure. He's slow. He's low.
He will start until Pacheco gets back. And then he will go to the practice squad.
I just don't trust
He will share snaps with Carson Steele.
We'll see.
You want to trust the rookie, but he fumbled. So, Andy Reid famous for punishing running backs for fumbling.
That is true. Fumbling doesn't help. I just don't think so, man.
You hope not, because that would suck for the RB production, but that's what's going to happen.
I also 29 years.
Yes, we don't want it to happen. There's no good options, guys.
Define a ton of miles. He hasn't been the feature back for an offense since he left Kansas City.
There's also no fucking good options. No one's going shopping week 3.
Right.
No one's like.
That is true. That this
on the drive they're talking about
like
Miles Sanders. Even if the Panthers are bad, they're still not punting on the season yet. It's fucking week 2.
They should be punting on the season, but they
should be, but they're not. No one's going to punt week 2.
If we're pulling running backs out of Carolina, I don't want Miles Sanders. I want Chuba Hubbard.
It doesn't matter. No one's punting in week 2 because the Ravens aren't punting week 2. They're 0-2. The Bengals aren't punting on week 2. They're 0-2.
They have potential. The Carolina Panthers are benching their quarterback right now.
Sure.
And they have 2 teams at the top of their division that are 2-0.
They're benching their quarterback because they want to keep going. They wouldn't bench their quarterback if they're punting. They keep Bryce Young in.
No.
Yes.
They're giving up on Bryce Young.
They're not giving up on Bryce Young. They're benching him to punish him.
Bryce Young is ass, by the way.
I do think he didn't look great. He didn't look great.
I don't even think when he grows up.
Speaking of ass quarterbacks, Truman. Speaking of quarterbacks that are ass.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams. Terrible, bro.
Not terrible.
Less than 100 yards passing.
Again?
No touchdowns.
Was it again?
Yes, he went for 93 yards.
Yeah, first week. How many you throw for this week?
94.
That's not true.
Look it up. He's fucking ass, bro.
I'm looking it up. Caleb Williams threw for how many yards do you think?
94.
Give me an actual guess.
95.
174.
Whoa. QB1.
Pop quiz, hot shot. How many yards did Patrick Mahomes
Yes,
throw
I know
for?
how many yards Patrick Mahomes threw for.
How many yards?
154.
151, I think.
How many were called back from penalties? Like 80?
Travis Kelce was a 50-yard gain. That was a legit hands to the face. Rasheed Rice.
The PIs don't count.
If he catches that, it's 30 yards. Whatever.
PI doesn't count. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, yeah, Caleb Williams is dog shit. But yeah, it's Kareem Hunt, and I don't think there's a better option, and it's going to happen. So
I
on
think
Wednesday,
even if they bring in Kareem Hunt, I don't think he'll be a clear. I think it's absolutely running back by committee.
Okay, yeah. So next week, when I'm right and he's RB1 and Kareem Hunt got signed, you can comment under our next week's show with Owen Knows Ball. And then you can text me on Wednesday when we do sign him because we're 100% signing him.
Yes. If Kareem Hunt is signed and you guys are listening to this, you have to get onto the YouTube and subscribe or subscribe on Spotify and follow. Also, I do want to shout out where you should actually also be subscribing is patreon.com/opendisaster. Owen, read off the subscribers.
Yeah, it's Aaron, Joe, Dylan, Skylar, Ozzy, and Meltbox still open in the Iron District.
Yeah, just keep going until they're not open, honestly.
Facts.
Let me double
You know,
check.
I did get insider information. One of our friends did go to Meltbox like last weekend.
Some of our friends got mailbox at work.
Oh,
If that's what you're thinking of.
Must
What
be.
friend are you thinking of?
I was thinking of Cole.
Yeah, that's where
He got it at work?
Yep.
Lucky bastard.
For free.
Wow.
Probably. So, there you go. Yeah, also a huge contract for Mailbox to land.
Yeah, shout out to Cole's work. They know what the people want.
They know ball. All right. Let's speaking of people who know ball, not the Falcons. Falcons are in a tough spot right now. Chiefs versus Falcons preview. Sunday Night Football.
The Chiefs are actually going to win this game by 10.
I will be literally in the air as this game is going on.
Are you going to pay for the Wi-Fi?
I think I would assume there's free TV.
You going to go meast if you have to?
Can't. I'm not paying for Wi-Fi.
It's $7.
On an international flight?
Yes.
I doubt it.
Does Wi-Fi change when you're going somewhere else?
I would imagine it gets more expensive when you're doing it for a 13-hour flight versus a 2-hour flight. To
Satellites
Chicago.
connect to the planes just the same.
Yes, I know. I know how that works.
Okay, so it's
I
why would
also
it
know that
change?
I don't know if you know this or not. Corporations will charge you more whenever they can.
What's your airline?
Turkish Airlines?
So they'll probably give you a free haircut.
I don't even know what that means.
That's
Actually, the whole flight on Turkish Airlines, you're just trying to grab an ice cream cone out of their hands, and they just keep taking it away from you.
We have in-flight entertainment. Habibi.
Delta is free, apparently.
Yeah.
On international flights, it's free for Wi-Fi?
By the way, you're flying Delta across the Atlantic, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it is free beer. So,
No, I'm not flying. Sorry, I'm not flying Delta. I lied.
What are you flying across the Atlantic?
I
going
just
United?
told you, I'm flying Turkish Airlines.
From fucking Chicago?
Chicago to Istanbul, Istanbul to
Oh, you're going
Venice.
to Istanbul. I see.
Yeah. My layover's in Istanbul.
Hopefully you can grab that ice cream
I'm
cone.
also flying back from Barcelona to Chicago. What airline do you think it is?
Alaska Airlines.
No. Keep guessing. I'll give you 5 more guesses.
Ryanair.
No.
I know it's not Ryanair.
It's Finnish Airlines.
Finnair. I was not going to get Finnair.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you find the nice planes, bro.
Okay, well, hopefully it's free then.
You better fucking watch the game.
Oh, I'll watch the game. As long as I can watch the game, I'm watching it.
You might have to pay for Wi-Fi.
Ah.
Truman, it's $7.
I did hit on Devonta Smith first touchdown scorer in this game. Istanbul to Constantinople.
Pretty quick fight.
Yeah.
0-minute flight.
You just go back in time. It's kind of fun. Okay. Chiefs versus Falcons preview. We've been trying to do this. I will be up in the air with my friends who don't know ball. Owen will be peace, probably. Sunday night
Oh,
football?
wait, speaking of that, Saturday?
No. I will be in Chicago.
Okay, sweet. That's perfect, actually, because then no one can say no. I'm going to Peas with Ben, with Ozzy.
Nice. Oh, is he? Are you guys?
He suggested that.
Thank goodness.
And now there is no reason for me to say no.
I feel so bad every time he asks.
Dude,
me,
he only asks me when I'm doing stuff. He's
Yeah.
like, I was rolling to Manhattan for the game. He's like, hey man, you want to watch the game? I got invited friends over. I'm like, dude, I'm going to the game. He's like, you bitch. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like,
Friday. I spent time with my dad watching watching high school football, and then the K-State game.
He only texts me when I'm like have concrete plans.
I feel so bad, Ozzy. I know you listen to this show every week. I promise I'm not avoiding watching games with you. I promise I'm just always busy.
Dude,
I feel so bad every time because we've only I've actually been able to watch a game. Have you actually? You've watched one with him.
Yeah,
I watched one
fucking
with him.
Mizzou at his place. We were all sick.
Oh, I was at Mizzou, to be fair. So
you watched that in person?
yes,
Yeah.
I remember when
we were all fucking sick.
Well, because
dude.
they took that fucking delay of game, and I was like, okay, they're definitely not kicking this ball. And then he does kick in. You're like, looks kind of close, don't it?
Yeah.
And then
terrible.
it goes in. You're like, holy shit.
Anyway,
and also the flag was against K-State, so it sucks anyways.
That's horseshit. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of Chiefs versus Falcons,
Yes.
we're going to win by 10+.
You think so?
I'm going to bet Chiefs -10. Their running game is the strongest part of their game. Mm-hmm. Our run defense is good. Well, what tight end's gonna gash us? Kyle Pitts.
I'm not
Kyle Pitts.
Listen.
Yeah, no.
Listen, you know my prediction for the Chiefs. I have picked them
pretty
at
sure-
17-0 because I know ball.
I'm
Listen,
Chris
17-0.
Jones, dude. Do you know how he feels about white quarterbacks?
I want to know what he said to. I'd love to know what he said to Matt Ryan.
I literally had a dream where I asked Chris Jones that. I had a dream last night. Literally had a dream last night, and I was talking to Chris Jones, and I asked him what he said, and he said, "I can't tell you, man." I'm not joking. I had a dream last night, and I asked Chris Jones what he called Matt Ryan, and he couldn't tell me.
You're a weird fella. Do you know that?
I'm just saying I'm not joking you at all. he couldn't tell me.
I feel a little weird right now.
You can't tell me you haven't had a dream where you talk to an NFL player. Come on.
No. I don't dream that much.
Yes, you do.
No.
Everyone dreams every night.
Yeah.
You just don't remember them.
Yeah, I really don't remember them.
Anyway, yeah, just popped in my head. Yeah, Chris couldn't tell me. But anyway, he's going to eat Chris. Chris is going to eat Kirk Cousins' lunch.
It's life-changing meat. Yeah.
I don't think he's going to eat his meat, but Chris Jones might have some of that. Just for more information, Google Chris Jones 40.
Google Chris Jones.
Yeah, Chris Jones just recently got his 40th sack on Joe Burrow. For more information, Google Chris Jones 40. Yeah, I just don't think the Falcons O-line is good enough to resist Karlaftis and Chris Jones. Karlaftis was another strong game.
Here's the other thing, here's the thing about Kirk Cousins is he's not staying in the pocket because he can't plant his foot and launch off of it. So I worry that they're going to be abusing that quick passing game. You know, listen, if you're a Kyle Pitts owner, I know you're trying to believe, and I know you're trying to, and you're hoping for something. This week for Kyle Pitts could be the week that you've been holding out for.
If Kyle Pitts can't do anything against the Chiefs, you need to drop him.
Yes.
Because the Chiefs are weak against the tight end.
Yes. And Kirk Cousins can't throw it deep down the field. He'll absolutely be underneath to Pitts a bunch.
Yeah, so if Pitts goes for like 2 catches for 18 yards, you need to drop him or trade him because he'll be doing nothing this whole year. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think it's going to be a slightly defensive game, but I think Mahomes loves to follow up a not-so-good performance with a great performance. So, I don't know. I'm expecting Rashee Rice to eat. Rashee Rice, during the Bengals game, looked like a wide receiver 1, man. He looked good.
He did, yeah, but then they focused on him. Xavier Worthy should have had a bigger day, and he didn't.
He was getting bullied off the line. It happens.
I don't know, man. I wish they had Hollywood Brown. I like this team a lot better with Hollywood Brown.
He still spread the ball around to a bunch of different receivers. Wiley caught one. Watson caught a big one like he always does. Always good for one, like 30-yard catch.
Man, I wish we would have traded for Jahan Dotson.
Yeah,
this team could have used it.
Well, it's fucking criminal that they let him go to the Eagles.
Yeah, weird
crime.
Division trade.
Divisions don't hate each other anymore. It's weird. The Ravens, the Broncos and Raiders would never give us a player.
No, but nobody wants to trade with the Chiefs, to be fair.
No, that's true. The Bills like trading picks with us.
So let's do a score prediction.
27-10.
27-10?
Yep.
Listen, I put out a tweet and it said, I believe that the Chiefs are going 17-0 with a score differential of plus 30. And I stand by that. I'm picking Chiefs 22-20.
That's the classic Eric Berry game score, isn't it?
That sounds about right. That's Chiefs 5 field goals, 1 touchdown.
Come on, man.
The Chiefs score a touchdown and then they're up 13-0.
If we sign Kareem Hunt,
and then the Falcons score a touchdown and the Chiefs go up 15-0 or 15-7. And then the Falcons score another touchdown, so then it's 15-14, and then we kick 2 field goals.
Pick 6.
They kick 2 field
pick
goals.
6 somewhere in there. Punt return maybe.
I got off on math. 16-14.
McCole Hardman fumble somewhere in there.
2 field goals, yeah.
McCole Hardman fumble somewhere in there.
That sounds right, yeah. Perfect. The perfect game.
It better not be 22-20. I'll be sad. But yeah, I'll be betting Chiefs minus 10.
I bet it's 22-20. I would take the Falcons plus the points. What do you think the line is? Guess the line. I bet it's up.
Is it at Atlanta?
It is in Atlanta.
Yeah.
It's in the ATL.
I would say it's probably Chiefs minus 5 then, if it's in Atlanta.
Chiefs minus 5.
I think
the Falcons actually have the ball on the Atlanta.
I thought the game was over.
No, they forced a punt. Okay, hold on.
I bet you it's Chiefs minus 5. I bet at home the Chiefs would be minus 8. I bet you.
This line is still not up yet.
Because the Falcons are still playing.
Could be on DraftKings.
I don't think it's gonna be on any of them. The Chiefs are still playing.
I think sometimes FanDuel doesn't put it up. DraftKings puts advanced lines up. I feel like.
Yeah, so I'm guessing 27-10. You're guessing 22-20.
Yep.
All right. What's next?
I just signed into FanDuel and they didn't make me verify my number, but
they're gonna make you change your password.
DraftKings did. Your goat.
DraftKings is not my goat.
I bet
it's my scrote.
I bet ESPN bet would also make me do
my goat. I've been losing a lot of money on ESPN bet recently.
You have been?
I'm down $40.
Oh man.
That's 8 whole units.
What really sucks is the machine did really well last week, but I don't have any money in my FanDuel account right now, so I didn't bet it. Oh my god.
That is TUFF tough.
The Falcons are about to win this game.
If they they gotta score a touchdown.
Brother, they're at the Eagles' 10-yard line.
How much left? Move that chair.
48 seconds.
Move that chair. Push it. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Can you see it now?
Yes, now I can watch it. What's next on the show while we're watching this?
What's next? Overreactions, Owen. It is time for everybody's favorite segment. Overreactions with the overreactor. I forgot that's what we used to call it, was with the overreactor himself.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
That was a good name for it. I'll say, you know what? I will toot our own horn, toot, you know?
Yep.
Let's pull it up. Let's get the Excel sheet here. Bang, bang, bang. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Bang.
Bang.
All right, Owen. I have a couple hot takes for you to read.
Wow. I cannot read those.
No, I got it though. First one comes from Jeffrey. Again, Twitter.com/Steam Machine, Twitter.com/OwenGoshDominant. Did you retweet it?
Yeah, of course. You check.
I might.
Dude, I have your noties on, buddy.
I know. We got noties on for each other. Get a friendship where you have it. Yes, Aaron, we did get your text. No worries. One KC sports fan in chat. He was just making sure we got it. Hold on. Watching Kirk Cousins throw second and goal. That all over him. No way. Wow, I'm shocked. Bengals fans would be fucking punching the air right now. Big noon kickoff in college game day skipped Oklahoma State versus Utah because they're going to Oklahoma State versus Kansas State next week.
Oh, wow. He was holding his arm. That was a flag. You didn't see it. He had the sneaky arm. Look. Yeah, he was absolutely holding his arm.
Also, Jeffrey did admit that this is big cope and that they're actually pushing the Power 2 narrative. But he wants to believe. And you know what?
Yeah, it won't come to Kansas State. They don't like Manhattan.
So you have as a C tier for Cats?
Yeah. That's a touchdown.
Drake London. Oh, hell yeah. I might have a shot. I don't think I do, but I might. Yeah, Jeffrey, we'll throw this in the C tier. I think there's a legit opportunity. If Oklahoma State beats Utah and K-State wins it at BYU, it's going to be like number 10.
Holy shit, Truman, he cooked him.
Holy shit. That's against Darius Slade, too, man. But it's going to be like, they still got to make oh my God, that'd be so Falcons.
They'll make the extra point, yeah.
That'd be so Falcons to miss this, dude. But I will say that I do think that if Oklahoma State wins this weekend and K-State wins this weekend, I think game day has to be there, dude.
Yeah.
Or it will be big noon kickoff, unfortunately. But I think game day returns to Manhattan.
They got Drake London for unsportsmanlike conduct. The extra point's going to be long.
Oh, no. Can't do gun stuff. You can't be doing the gun stuff. I also do.
Is that what they said, that you can't do the gun stuff anymore?
Yeah, you can't be shooting guns like that.
Okay, watch this extra point. That's a fucking long one.
Holy shit. It's a 48-yard field goal?
For extra point, yeah, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, but my young way coup.
But my young way coup. You're like a straight run-up, man.
Dang.
That's a crazy, weird run-up.
You see that drunk girl trying to hit the football?
No, it's pretty funny.
Look at the hold on, real quick. You guys won't be able to see this, obviously, but I would watch this girl who's behind the football net.
What is that?
Good try. All right. Well, Kirk Cousins, my GOAT. I hope he threw a bunch to Drake London. That is Kyle Pitts. Hold on. Drake London. He's open. Oh, my God. Anybody but Drake London. I fucking hate fucking Kirk Cousins, dude. Kirk Cousins is a fucking terrorist.
Why do you hate Drake London?
I love Drake London. That's why I'm mad at Kirk Cousins for not throwing to Drake London. Oh, my God. I bet he's being a huge douchebag. So now all I need is like a Devonta Smith, like 80-yard touchdown, and I'll win my game.
I would appreciate it if the Eagles lost because it's funny when they lose.
It is funny when they lose. Shout out Josh.
All right, next pick. We got to go.
Hold on. I'm at 122 to 128. I just need Devonta Smith to get 8 points. Dude, please, Devonta Smith, garbage time, catches the Hail Mary. Don't even need him to score. Sorry. Okay, next take. Best defense we've seen from KSU since 2012. That comes from Adam Tritt.
A tier. It's a great defense.
It is great defense. I'm willing to put this in A tier, not S tier, just because we haven't. Me and Owen honestly aren't as good of K-State fans as we should be, so I don't know how well I can rank this. I will also say that K-State's defense did get kind of lit up against
Tulane.
So I wouldn't. Also
Tulane might just be good.
A little bit of recency bias.
Did they win against OU?
No, but they held their own a little bit. Next one comes from Logan. This is an S tier take, by the way. Says only a non-ball knower would pick the Steelers under 500.
They're still going over 500.
2-0.
They barely beat the dog shit Broncos, and that's supposed to be convincing?
They're on script, buddy.
Okay.
They're on target.
Okay, whatever. Whatever, guys.
I'm going to put this in B tier.
For ball.
For ball knowledge. Listen, they're on pace, Owen. I told you. I picked them to go over 500, and I had them winning these first two games. You know what they did? They won these first two games.
Yeah, well, someone we consider ball knowledgeable picked the Chiefs to lose the Bengals. That didn't happen.
Adam said Vikings to the playoffs.
Hold your horses. Put it C. For careful.
Careful now. C for careful.
Sam Darnold did look like a real quarterback. Turns out when you have a good team, you look better.
That is true.
But careful now.
Let's all calm down. He's on r/the Darnold too much.
Yeah, just careful. Just, And that is a Jalen Hurts easy-ass pick. Terrible lame duck. Game over.
Next pick comes from Adam Berg. He says, Bengals or Ravens, one will miss the playoffs entirely somehow.
Absolutely. One of them is missing the playoffs.
Yeah, they're both 0-2. It's
S-tier take. 9% of teams who go 0-2 make the playoffs, so odds are you're absolutely correct.
Yes, I think that's fair. Okay, let's blow the... Oh, no, can't blow that up anymore. All right, on to the next one. Next one comes from... Oh, man, that needs to get bigger. Not my best on that one. Next one also comes from Adam Berg. Says, Patriots finished second in their division.
D tier.
Really?
Yes.
Dolphins are 0-2.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
1-1. Okay. Patriots are 1-1. Jets are 1-1. Bills are 2-0.
The Patriots' options at quarterback are Drake May and Jacoby Brissett.
Sure.
It doesn't matter what janitor is at quarterback for the Dolphins. Their overall team is so much better that they're going to finish higher than the Patriots. The Patriots are awful.
I agree that the Jets probably aren't good, and I also worry about the Dolphins.
It doesn't matter how not good they are. The Patriots are worse. It's like the Broncos.
But the Patriot way is
The
back on
Broncos
the
are
menu,
so
Owen.
bad.
The Patriot way is back on the menu.
Yeah, whatever. But it's a D tier take. Maybe F tier.
I'm willing to put it in D tier. Or don't ever talk to us about the Patriots again. For Drake May is bad.
He didn't even start. Jacoby Brissett started.
I know. Listen, Owen, it's a bit. I don't know how to tell you this.
Okay.
Owen doesn't understand bits. Caleb Williams, bad start is due to bad play calling.
No, it's due to Caleb Williams not knowing how to stand in a pocket and throw correctly because he's a bad quarterback. I'm putting that in C or D tier again.
I'm gonna force it into C. I don't think it's because he's a bad quarterback.
I think he's awful. Actually,
I don't think he's awful.
He looks awful. He's
definitely holding on to the ball too long. You can see some of those throws that he's making in college.
He's trying to college throw it in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And like we predicted earlier in the season, trying to hold on to it like you do in college is going to get you eaten alive by defensive ends.
Only one player's gotten away with that ever, and he's the best quarterback to ever play talent-wise for sure. Next one comes from Adam Berg. He says, KSU undefeated season in Big 12 play.
We have to put this in C tier so we don't ruin it.
Here's the thing, is that I don't think K-State will go 12-0 just because K-State has patented the KITN.
Uh-huh.
The kick in the nuts.
Oh.
They have one of those losses that just fucking gut punches you, kicks you right in the nuts.
But we don't play Texas or OU this year, so it becomes less likely.
That's true, but it becomes more likely that we're going to lose to like Baylor or somebody stupid. I don't think we
put it in B tier. I think it's possible, but I'm cautiously worried about it.
I'm cautiously optimistic about this take. The one of the very hard games on our schedule is looking easier and easier by the week.
West Virginia?
Two of the hard games on our schedule looking easier and easier by the week. KU also looking worse than we thought they would be. I mean, I thought they were legitimate contenders. They're just simply not. Next one comes from Aaron. He says the last 2 weeks have shown running the football well is more important than passing.
Put that in B tier for basic ball knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, the NFL, what is it? I think we only have had now with, I think there's 2 or 3 running or passing touchdowns in Monday Night Football. I think there's only been 70 passing touchdowns this week. And that through the first 2 weeks. And that's like 35 below pace of where we were the last couple of years.
Yeah,
this league is getting worse at passing, and that's weird.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you B for ball knowledge, but I mean, I also think it's just been a
that's the A tier.
Historically,
okay, right.
No, this is B tier.
Yeah, okay.
A historically bad start just from an NFL passing situation.
Yeah, the NFL's worse at passing.
Yeah.
You like that?
All right, final take.
Eagles lost to the Falcons.
Really do appreciate everybody for giving it.
Yeah, thank you.
It said the Bears are stupid for making Caleb Williams throw an average of 33 times because he's a rookie. I think that's fair too.
That's an A tier take.
Yeah, I think regardless of how good you think Caleb Williams is, you can't debate that them making him throw the ball this much is helping him.
Holy shit, that was at the link.
Yeah.
Eagles fans' tears.
Any given Sunday, dude. Any given Sunday. All right, so there you go. That's it. Again, twitter.com/steammachine, twitter.com/OwenGoshDammit. Add me on Snapchat, I guess.
Yeah, hit us up on any of those.
If you have my phone number, just add me on Snapchat. Or just text us. Always feel free to just send us your takes. Any way you can get them to us, we'll get them on the show. Aaron texted me these takes. I get texted takes from Evan, too. So, there you go. I'm also going to work through some stuff as we do some other things. But, Owen, give me your NFC South Team of the Week.
It's got to be the Saints, doesn't it?
Is it not the Falcons after what you just saw?
No, it's definitely the Saints. We're beating the brakes. Even though the Falcons just went in on a tough road game to beat the Eagles, the Saints went into Dallas and beat the shit out of the Cowboys.
True.
People are talking about Derek Carr for an MVP again. That's how good the fucking Saints went. I mean, obviously, let's relax on Derek Carr MVP.
Yeah, like let's calm down just a little bit.
But I mean, it's got to be the Saints. They went in there. Alvin Kamara wound back the clock. 4 touchdowns again. Alvin Kamara, fantasy owners rejoice again. Damn, they just look good. What do you think?
I'm going to take Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay going in there beating a team that was in the NFC Championship game last year.
So basically, every NFC South team won except for the fucking Panthers.
Yeah, dude, the Panthers got their fucking yeah. I guess it is a 3-1 week for the NFC South. Good for the NFC South.
You know, it's bad for the Panthers when Adam Thielen's throwing a fit in the game.
Oh man, that is a bad sign. Mild mannered, very nice guy.
Ugh.
Real gym rat, real coach's son.
Lunch pail guy.
Yep.
Plays the game the right way.
That's right, he does. That's right. Yeah, but yeah, I feel so bad. You know what? Actually, maybe my NFC South team of the week is the Panthers for finally benching Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Man, he's been bad, huh?
Ugh. He's going to set short quarterbacks back forever.
Oh, the fucking Cleveland won against the Jacksonville, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Jacksonville's bad, like I said they would be.
That's fair. So yeah, maybe I'll give NFC South team of the week to the Panthers for the 1 week that they might be able to get it.
That's the spirit of the award.
There you go. Closest Scorigami of the week. Owen.
Saints Cowboys. It was a Scorigami.
Yeah, 44-19.
And Chiefs Bengals is a rarigami.
I was gonna say yeah. Chiefs Bengals was the third time that score's ever happened.
Yeah, rarigami.
It happened like the last 2 seasons. It was last year on December 26th, I think, or something like that.
Yep, rarigami 3 times, and then obviously Scorigami for Cowboys Saints. Yep. 2 in 2 weeks of this NFL season, Truman.
Oh yeah, I forgot what Monday Night Football last week was. I was like, no, there isn't. And I forgot that there was one that happened on that one. So,
absolutely.
Sorry, I'm getting all this updated real quick.
No, yeah, it's been a great week for sports, honestly. The Royals lost tonight, so I'm really upset. But we need one more win this season to, first of all, absolutely lock in over 500 season, which is good.
Yeah. We really need to win the next 2 games for the Royals, too.
Losing this game is insane. How?
Hurts a bit.
You hit a grand slam and you lose?
Yeah, that sucks. All right, moving on to the Dahm That Is Not True pick of the week. Owen, tell me one of the games that happened this week that's not true.
Who did the Niners lose to?
Niners lost to the Minnesota Vikings. Deebo Samuel, by the way, just went out for a couple weeks.
That is not true.
If Deebo Samuel is out when the Chiefs play the 49ers and Christian McCaffrey's out when the Chiefs play the 49ers, that would be the biggest bullet dodge of all time.
That'd be pretty funny.
George Kittle also got carted off in the third quarter, but came back in after getting an IV drip.
Why? He's dehydrated?
I guess.
Yeah, probably that one. I think Sam Darnold has shown us that he's not that good. He balled out, though, with Justin Jefferson. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe I think that's got to be my pick. I think that although I clown Brock Purdy, he fits the system that the Niners have well. He's really good at throwing checkdowns.
Yeah. And
then the Niners defense is, incredible. So I'll have to pick that one.
My Dom That's True not pick of the week is probably the Browns beating the Jags.
You think the Jags are better than that, or that the Browns are worse than that?
I think the Browns are certainly worse than that. I think the Jags are better than that too, but man, I think Dougie P is going to get fired.
Yeah, he will. Again.
I think he's got to be.
Stinks for him, but he'll come back and be like a coach for the Chiefs. So
quarterback coach?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Maybe Matt Nagy, if he turns it around, will get hired a head coach.
If the Chiefs continue to play really well, and this is what I predicted last year, he'll get another head coaching spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the Chiefs' offense hasn't been that great.
No,
it
has not.
They've been decent, but also Matt Nagy can't help it when we fumble once and throw 2 picks. So
that's true. A lot of turnovers. Owen, 5-team parlay of the week.
I gotta turn off airplane mode for this.
You turned on airplane mode?
Yeah, my phone's really fucking low because I came straight from work. So shut up.
If you toss it to me, I can throw it on the charger over here.
It's fine. I'll have enough charge to do this. But yeah, I believe it went 4-1 or 3-2 again, which would really suck if it went 3-2 again.
That would really suck.
But we're seeing. Welcome.
Yeah, let's see. I had your parlay. written down.
It went 3-2 again.
Yeah, because you had Bills, Jags, Pats, Commanders, Chiefs.
Yeah. So Commanders and Chiefs, easy cashes because I'm ball knowledgeable, and Bills because I'm ball knowledgeable.
Jags
had
a shot against the Browns.
Minus 190, and they lost. And the Patriots should have beat the Seahawks.
Patriots went to overtime against Seahawks. I had the Patriots in that game also. So.
Yeah, pretty frustrating. Another 3-2, which means my picks are good, but can't get that ball to drop for me. So this week, we go again. Okay, let's see here. Packers are plus money. Okay. Packers.
Over who are they playing?
Titans.
Okay.
And then we're going Colts over Bears because the Bears are awful.
I think that's wrong.
And then we're going to get Texans at minus 120, 145 somehow.
Hold on. Sorry. Wait, go back. Do the first one.
Packers. Yeah. Colts.
Ooh, I feel a little weird right now.
Texans.
Yeah. Wait, who are they playing?
The Vikings.
Yeah.
I like this new bit. This is fun. My phone's gonna die here soon. We can get Chargers at plus money.
Over who?
The Steelers.
Ooh, I feel a little weird right now.
And then we're gonna take Raiders over Panthers.
Life-changing meat. I feel pretty good about that last one, honestly.
So yeah.
I love Ravens over Panthers. That's got to be like minus.
No, it's Raiders. Raiders.
Oh. Ooh, I feel a little weird right now. Yeah, you know what?
So
it's just not quite a life-changing meat.
Packers, Colts, Texans, Chargers, and Raiders.
Actually,
hold on.
The Chiefs.
We're going to take away the Chargers pick.
Okay.
And change it to Buccaneers over Broncos.
I'll give it to you.
I was waiting for it.
No Chargers, but you're taking Bucks. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. Packers, Colts, Texans, Bucks, Raiders. What are the odds on that, Owen? On ESPN Bet, your platform of choice.
Yep.
Even though it's wrong, it's bad.
Plus 1131.
Gotcha. All right, cool.
So you're taking 4 favorites and the Packers over the Titans, which I think is free because
I can't believe they're plus money.
Yeah, it's because Malik Willis isn't that good. But
Jordan Love might play.
Really?
They said he had a legitimate chance to play last week.
Lamau.
So,
yeah, if Jordan Love plays, that is extra giga free money for me. So, yeah, there you go.
All right, cool. Steen versus Machine versus Owen. I will say we just totally fucking
Sorry,
forgot.
we biffed it.
That's totally our bad. I was out doing stuff all day Saturday.
I was
Friday
in the car
night. I was with my dad. Yeah,
doing nerd shit.
You were at the K-State game Friday. You were driving back and doing stuff all day Saturday, and then by the time Sunday morning rolled around,
I was sleeping.
Didn't get locked in.
I was watching Tottenham and then going back to sleep.
I was packing for Europe and then cooking food for the Chiefs game.
Unfortunately, Truman, I heard the Machine did well.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. My top 5 picks went 4-1. And the units were like +4, well, like plus like 4.2 or something, because I had the Bucks money line, and I also had oh my god, another money line that cashed. Damn. Like the Raiders money line or something like that.
That's a shame, but we'll get you your picks next week, folks. Trust me.
Okay, yeah, you'll have to do it. Yeah,
the Owen versus the Machine, as we all know, the segment's called.
So. Real quick, I know that we don't have a segment here, but I want to review our week 1 picks. I'll put it up on the Excel sheet. Owen, this week. Oh, hold on. I gotta X out the other Excel sheet so that it finally recognizes this Excel sheet. That's my bad. All right. This week, Owen, I went 8-8. Sorry, so just so everybody can see where we are.
Yep.
Oh, you can't, because this is too far up. There we are. Okay. So there's me, Owen, versus the group, all this stuff. I went 8-8. You went 9-7.
Yup.
The guests went 8-8, and the group went 9-7.
Yup.
So combine that with week 1. I'm still up a game on you, and the group is up a game on me.
Okay, so I'm 2 back. No worries. We've been here before.
The group is actually up a game and a half.
We've been here before. Folks.
And you're down 2.5 to the group.
We've been here before, folks. This isn't even a big gap from what it's been previous years. Just bear with me. When the Bears keep losing games, I will continue to gain ground. And the Cardinals continue to win games, I will gain ground. My ball knowledge is secure and accurate.
I feel like you're a politician.
Together, we will make the Steelers lose games.
All right. And that's it. That's it for most of the show. We're going to do our top 5 here real quick.
Yeah, I got mine ready. You can just go ahead and let me do
You're
this.
horny. That's horny. Top 5 most attractive quarterbacks.
All right, definitive list. Number 5, Justin Herbert. Long hair's in. He's he's pretty fairly.
He's kind of
attractive.
nice. He's like attractive in like a
He's
not
like a
flashy.
400, like he's like a 400-meter runner attractive. Does that make sense?
He's kind of down to earth.
It's
Yeah.
like the 400. The 400
that
guys
about
aren't too boastful. It's the hardest race. They don't really brag about it too much.
Yeah. Sure.
But yeah, 400. Anyway, Herbert number 5. Number 4, Kirk O'Chains. I think he's a decently attractive guy.
You have daddy issues.
You gotta have one of the dilfs in there, Truman.
That's daddy.
You gotta have some dilf in there.
I don't have to have that dilf.
Number 3. This is where I slot Joe Burrow. I don't think he's allowed to be out of the top 3.
Fair. Which is what inspired this, by the way, is because I tweeted out that the Chiefs can't lose to ugly Joe Burrow. What the hell are you doing with
haircut,
your hair, buddy?
Slim Shiesty, not looking great
Not
for him.
my favorite, no.
But Joe Burrow normally pretty attractive guy. Number 2, this is where I put Baker Mayfield. I think Baker earned himself a lot of points with the At Home with Baker Mayfield commercials. Damn, those were funny as fuck. Those are so hilarious, man. And number 1, the most attractive quarterback in the NFL, I think it's Jalen Hurts, man.
Yeah.
His headshots are good, and all of his NFL pictures, solid. And no matter what, I still remember the quote when Vandy's like 3-0. Vanderbilt was like 3-0, baby. You better watch out for us. OU, we coming for you. And then what? This was when he was playing for Alabama. He's like, better watch out, Bama. You're next. And then Jalen Hurts was like, well, technically we are next on their schedule. And for whatever reason, that just killed me. But yeah, we go Herbert, Kirk, Burrow, Baker, and then Jalen Hurts.
Okay. Oh. I've got an upset. An
upset?
At number 5, I've got an upset.
All right, what you got for me?
Okay, hold on. I want to do a quick double check one more time. Okay, I got a couple honorable mentions.
Oh my
Sorry,
gosh,
I
a
know.
couple honorable mentions. Where have we heard this before?
All right. Calm down. All right. For sure. Hold on. I've got one more I was trying to think of. That one of my honorable mentions. Oh my God, where did it go? I had it. I got him in there. No. All right. Oh. Okay. Honorable mentions. Trevor Lawrence. I mean, nice long hair.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. You know.
Caleb Williams. Yeah. You know, there's a reason he could be the face of the league. And Justin Herbert. Unfortunately, Mahomes not making this list.
No, Mahomes, unfortunately, buddy.
You know what? I like my quarterbacks got a little stank on them. You know, I like that.
I like my quarterbacks a little freaky.
Because what if all the NFL players get hurt? Instead of having a football game, they have to have a freak off where they get out there and they just freak it.
You know, Travis Kelce's winning that.
Dude, yeah, he'd win the freak off for sure. All right, number 5, and this is where the upset comes in. But listen, if it's good enough for Kay Adams, it's good enough for me. Daniel Jones. With the beard. Yeah, he's cooking in the top 5.
Kay Adams. That has to count for something.
Kay Adams, alma mater.
Couldn't tell you.
Mizzou. Went to Mizzou. Journalism school. Great journalism school.
Gross.
Number 4, Baker Mayfield. You saying that, I was like, you know what? Yeah, why not Baker? Baker's got Baker's one of those where guys are like,
Kind of like he looks funny, you know.
he's one of those that you're like, you'll be watching the game with your girlfriend and you're like, do you think she's attractive? And she's like, yes. And you're like, why? And she's like, just kind of like dad bod,
The aura.
kind of dad face,
The aura.
yeah, kind of aura.
I'm telling you, the At Home with Baker Mayfield, that
He's
shit was
got
hilarious.
fun guy energy. It's the same thing like Johnny Manziel. I wouldn't call him attractive, but I bet girls are like, I'd sleep with Johnny Manziel. It's like, why? Why would you sleep with Johnny Manziel? Number 3, speaking also of just kind of dad bod energy, kind of fun-loving. Girls love the funny guy. They love this kind of energy. Golden Retriever energy. Josh Allen. Josh Allen, top 3. Haley Steinfeld.
Hey,
Listen, I'll trust her judgment.
the facts speak for themselves, you know.
Almost as much as I trust Tina's judgment up there, man. That's right. Number 2, Joe Burrow. I put Joe Burrow.
So we all know who number 1 is.
Simply, Jalen Hurts, number 1. I think we both agreed about it the other day. Where like Jalen Hurts probably the most attractive.
Yeah, I think Tina asked us who's the most quarterback in the attractive quarterback in the NFL, and both of us at the same time. Yeah, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Yeah, you said it. I was like, yeah, that's probably true. I can't honestly looking through it. I think Will Levis could have made a run at it. Maybe that was the other.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Jimmy Garoppolo, but we don't really.
We're talking only face for Will Levis. Otherwise, he's seen his offseason. That's
the Mayo.
Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo, certainly could have got in there. Aaron Rodgers, again, if you've got daddy issues, maybe you're putting him in there.
Kyler, no.
Tua, fine, probably.
Stafford, no.
Who's playing quarterback for Pittsburgh? Right? Justin Fields?
No.
I think a weird mouth.
He kind of got like the Sid Eyes thing.
Lamar Jackson?
I don't think
also kind of a weird mouth.
I don't think he's
CJ Stroud? A lot, kind of like Mahomes.
I could see arguments for the CJ Stroud.
I think kind of like Mahomes. He just oddly got a little bit of stank on it. Anthony Richardson, honestly, couldn't tell you what Anthony Richardson.
I don't know what he looks like.
I just think of him as being just the tank, the specimen. You know what? Yeah, fine.
All right, I can see it.
I think he looks similar to Jaden Daniels in my head.
Justin
Herbert, fine. Derek, we should have put the fucking pirate in. Gardner Minshew probably could have been in there.
I was thinking about that.
Bo Nix, weird looking.
Zach Wilson no longer starts, but he would have definitely made the list.
The Cougar Hunter himself.
Yeah, the MILF Hunter himself.
Yeah.
Oh, Bryce Young's a pretty attractive guy. He could have made my list.
Jalen Daniels looks like Jalen Brunson. Jaden Daniels looks like Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson?
A little bit.
Kind of like the Bam Adebayo and, what's his face? Dwight Howard.
A little bit. Dak Prescott looks a weird mouth again. Sam Darnold.
Oh, Jordan Love could have made the list.
Sam Darnold just kind of dorky.
Guy.
Yeah, Jordan Love maybe could have made that list. Jared Goff also kind of dorky.
Kind of dad bod, but dating a model. So
Derek Carr. To lose the eyeliner, we can talk, or put more eyeliner on, we can talk. Kirk Cousins again. The fact you put Kirk Cousins.
Kirk O'Chain is an attractive man.
You got daddy issues.
He's an attractive man.
Baker Mayfield, Bryce Young, no. Or you know what? Andy Dalton. Now that he's starting, he's made a comeback.
As an attractive
man? The beard is a comeback.
You like that beard look on him?
The hair is cool too.
All right.
Gino, no. I have written you off, Gino. Sorry,
Gino.
Kyler Murray, fine. Too short for me though.
Deshaun Watson is disqualified for obvious reasons.
Yes, obviously. I think we totally skipped over and didn't even talk about it. Brock Purdy, dorky looking.
Baby face.
Matthew Stafford, again, if you have daddy issues, maybe.
Yeah.
Like Owen. All right, Owen, to Pop Culture
Like
Minute.
me. Yeah, okay, so I got a doubleheader for you. First of all, shout out to my brother. He got into anesthesia school today.
Nice.
Yeah, so woo!
Hayden, I assume?
Yeah, Hayden.
Yeah, okay.
Got into anesthesia school. I guess, shout out my little brother McLean. He also got told he was going to be playing for the senior team, which means he'll be playing for a real pro team with actual promotion and relegation.
I say I did watch some of that game.
He got promoted from that game.
He did just simply look bigger and stronger and faster than everybody else.
But yeah, he got promoted to the team above that after playing in that game.
I mean, yeah.
So he's playing for a real pro team now. Shout out McLean.
Very cool. See him in the
Club Deportivo.
He's about to get bopped by Tottenham here in about 2 years.
Well, actually, Malaga City is a feeder for Tottenham. So he could go play for the Tottenham Academy, which would be fucking crazy, dude. Okay, so Truman, I got a little thing for you here. I am going to give you 2 quarterback stats, and you're going to tell me who these quarterbacks are.
Oh my god!
And who you would
one's
prefer.
Baker Mayfield, one's Daniel Jones.
Quarterback A.
Okay.
442 pass yards so far.
Okay. 5
total touchdowns.
Oh, then I know that is
6 interceptions, 100 rush yards.
Wait.
QBR 44.7.
5 touchdowns, 6 interceptions?
Yep.
Oh, it's Jalen Daniels.
Quarterback 2. 490 pass yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception, 187 rushing yards.
Avery Johnson.
67.6.
Yes,
Yes,
of course I'd rather have Avery Johnson. Better QBR. Jalen Daniels is not good. I've seen KU fans saying that they should think about Cole Ballard. They're talking about the freshman quarterback right now, who did play pretty well against K-State last year, I will say.
Dude, hey, listen, man. Don't talk about JD 6 picks like that.
Man, you guys should have let USC sign him for $1 million in NIL money,
dude,
or whatever. Derek Young
sixth-year quarterback, 3 interceptions a game. Ugh. Only.
Hold on.
Sorry, 2 interceptions per game.
Oh, I feel a little weird right now.
Only win against Lindenwood, losing against Illinois and UNLV.
And then we have Avery Johnson out there balling.
Getting better.
Cooked Arizona, looked a lot better, looked a lot more confident.
No bad decisions.
Got the game started on his running.
1 bad decision.
His
play at the end of the second half when he should have thrown it away after the first couple reads. Whatever, he's a sophomore.
I know, but Avery Johnson was cooking. Avery Johnson looks like he's ready.
Does
for
Avery
Big 12
Johnson
play.
have as many ranked wins as Jalen Daniels does now? With 1?
He has 1 or 2, doesn't he? He has 2 because he has more than Jalen Daniels because
I don't think
North
Tulane
Carolina State was ranked.
NC State was ranked.
NC State was ranked. So
no, Jalen Daniels has 6 ranked wins because I saw someone do Jalen Daniels top 10 career ranked wins, and it was like 6 games and then 4 blank spaces, or it might have been 5.
I think
games.
that was his 6. I think that was his like home wins ranked or something. I think you misread that.
Maybe.
I think he's only beaten. I think they ranked his 6 wins he's ever had or whatever.
That's pretty bad.
Because Avery Johnson he
Yikes.
definitely he beat ranked TCU last year before they were found out to be frauds. And I think that was it.
One of my KU fan friends may have already told me that he's texted his friend group saying, "Time to wait for basketball season."
Oh,
already.
You know,
he said that last week before this weekend. Hey, you know,
man,
those
Raytown High School wins, K-State wins, Chiefs win, KU loses, Jalen Daniels looks like ass.
Like this shirt is sweet, huh?
That's right.
Dude, it was almost a perfect weekend.
Dun, 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 dun. I almost included the singing part of that for that soundbite.
Like this shirt is sweet, huh?
Yeah. It was pretty great, except for Arsenal. Other than that.
Yeah, Tottenham's ass.
We're not that bad. We're just
yeah,
bad.
your ass.
Regular bad. We're not ass. We're regular bad.
Hey, guys, we really appreciate you for being here. I think that's it for the show. Patreon.com/OpenDisaster. Shout out Joe, Aaron, Skylar, Dylan, Ozzy, and Mailbox Kansas City, now open in the Iron District. Again, head on over there. We'll be posting Steen versus Machine versus Oween picks, hopefully.
Yep.
I will be out of town. So, and I'm going to be honest with you. We'd both be honest with you. I do a fair amount of the organizing of the show sometimes.
That's true.
So the show might be a little different for the 2 weeks I'm gone.
It won't be different.
Owen keeps a tight ship still.
Dom, that's true, won't be different.
Dom, that's true, won't be that much different.
Truman has sent me 80 billion templates. I'm sure I can figure it out.
Yeah. It should be pretty close, but just, you know.
Probably, but with Truman gone.
A little more soccer, probably.
Our friends, maybe a little bit more. I'm going to talk about Tottenham. I'll tell you that. But unless we lose again. If we lose this weekend, I'm not fucking talking about it.
Where are you playing this weekend?
Brentford.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, if we lose, it's going to be panic mode. But we'll probably talk a little bit more K-State because I'll probably bring Oz on. I'll tell you, I'll probably bring Oz on.
Oh, that'll be kind of fun, yeah.
I'll bring Oz on for the co-host.
Yeah, sure.
We might talk some Royals. I might bring my friend's little brother on who's doing sports writing right now with the Royals. So I might talk some Royals.
Very fun. So there you go.
So might be a little bit more Royals, might be a little bit more K-State, but we'll see. It really just depends who I get to co-host with me.
As always, we got great views on YouTube last week. We've also gained a couple subscribers in the last couple of days. Really appreciate everybody for being here and hanging out and subscribing and following and liking and watching all of our stuff. It's not lost on us. And trust me, any comments you leave or anything like that, we will see it because we are small enough to see it. If you have any suggestions for the show, make sure to text us. Twitch.tv/SteamMachine, YouTube Open Disaster Productions, Twitter.com/SteamMachine, Twitter.com/OwenGoshDommy, TikTok.com/SteamMachine.
Remember, you only lose in gambling when you quit betting. 1-800-GAMBLER if you got a problem.
Okay. Bye guys.